Welcome to Gira's Bathroom, another episode on the weekend. Super Hits 93.5 Red FM pe with me, RJ Angira, of course. And joining me today is a fellow Bengali. She is very popularly known as Wonder Munna. She is a YouTuber full time. Well, Indrani Biswas joining me in Angira's
Yay.
Bathroom. Hello.
Hi, I'm so excited in the bathroom. Never been so much excited ever, like being in a bathroom. Because always you are in a critical situation when you are heading to a bathroom. But this time it's quite exciting.
Most often, yes, that's true. Indrani, thank you so much for joining us. It's absolutely lovely to have you over. How's your day been? What's like your big fat weekend plan? Of course, not much is happening around, but still.
Yeah, I know with so much happening around, I just got vaccinated, like first dose, thankfully, like
High
luckily.
five, me too.
High five. Yeah. So got jabbed. The past 2 days have been very wobbly. So the thing is today I'm planning to just relax like the later half of the day because morning has not been such a good start because the wobbliness is still continuing and I'm still thinking that what to do and how to go about the weekend, but hopefully the weekend will be better
Better.
because by that time everything will be kind of in the control.
True, and if you have taken the jab, I would suggest you don't work out for good 5 6 days because when I took the shot, I died. Like I was like, what is this? But it's the need for the hours, so we'll take that. How is Didi treating you?
Yeah, treating so well everyone. Like the atmosphere has been great, I must tell you. Like the all the weather, the like the since the elections, the weather has been better.
Okay,
Like there's
things
always
have
been
changed.
cloudy. Yeah, cloudiness has come, so the weather is good. As you know, Kolkata is a very humid, kind of
Very.
hot, yeah, state, and right now the weather is very nice. But obviously, people are also getting vaccinated, so the rhythm and everything, the environment is pretty good right now.
That's wonderful. Wonder Munna. Indrani, how did you come up with this name? Because you have Wonder Woman. We know that. Is it something of the likes
Yeah,
of that? Or Munna, I'm assuming, is your duck nam in Bangla. It's the pet name of kids.
yeah,
Very
the
embarrassing
nickname.
when you.
Yeah, many people have embarrassing nicknames, but trust me, my nickname has always been Munna. Like my
Right.
father gave it to me, and I was always proud of my nickname, no matter what. Like I would ask people to call me Munna. Don't call me Indrani. You can call me Munna. Obviously, it was very selective only to the people whom I liked back when I was a kid. So I
Right.
was very selective. Yeah. You can call me Munna. So from there, this Munna thing came, and I had a best friend. I still have her in my life. So back then, she used to call me Wonder Woman because I used to write 20 articles in a day when I was working in Delhi. So
Right.
that was quite for her. It was like, oh my God, you are Superwoman, you are Wonder Woman, like that. She used to call me. So from there, I got that Wonder, and my nickname is Munna. So yeah, Wonder Munna.
Wow.
Why not?
Very easily put together. All right, that's for all the audience, for all the listeners who are well viewing and listening to this. Listening to this, that's how Wonder Munna came into existence. All right. So you just told us about how you have been a journalist yourself in Delhi. You work for a production house, and you quit that to pursue YouTube full time. Tell us a little bit about that journey.
The journey has been really enlightening for a small town girl like me because I'm not basically from Kolkata. I'm from Barasha. That's a very people in Kolkata say that that's another country altogether. Barasha, like from Kolkata, you have to travel 2 hours to get to Barasha with all the traffic. So from Barashat straight to New Delhi, I went. And there I came across so many people, and all of them had this thing that we don't want to do a 9 to 5 job, we want to do business, we want to open a startup, we want to do that. And that thing really hit me hard because back in Kolkata, in West Bengal, people have this mentality that we would get a job, government job,
Yes,
bank job.
government job, March,
Yeah,
a fish, and your own house. That's it. Life is sorted. Zero ambitions.
absolutely. I don't want to sound stereotyping, but I would really like, I know this that this government job and this bank job, everything is very enrooted in the Bengali culture. So that was a quite a big difference and quite a big surprise for me, because in Delhi people don't like jobs. In fact, not even private jobs. They want to do something on their own.
Cool.
So, and there I got to watch a lot of YouTube videos, because we had this kind of a section where we have to write entertainment things. And there was this writer who was very good at it. And she was like, oh, today I wrote a BBK Vines article. I was like, who is BBK Vines? And she's like, you don't know BBK Vines? And back then he had just 200K subscribers,
Right.
just 2 lakh subscribers. So I was like, no, I don't know. So then I got to watch his videos, then Ashish Chanchalani's videos, and in the production house there was a team who used to make videos, like prank videos and everything. And every day they would go plan, make videos, come back, edit, publish them. Vox pop kind of videos they used to make. And I was like, wow, it's quite interesting and I'm quite a different genre. And I asked them, how do you earn from this? Is there any revenue system? And they said, yeah, we get money. And I was like, wow, man, you make videos and you earn from them. I was like, it's quite interesting. And I was like, so BBK Vines and Ashish Chanchalani also? And yeah, absolutely. It's so basic, man. You don't know anything. And I was like, yeah, I don't know anything. And
So
so
that's how
I
your
came back
journey
to
started.
Kolkata.
Huh.
Yeah, that's where the idea incepted, that I can make videos, because from early childhood I have been like a huge movie freak. I used to watch Kal Ho Na Ho, Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum thousands of times and reenact all those scenes, like being Pooh, like all those things I used to do. So I thought, why not make like small videos, rhymes, and in Bengali? Yeah, that's because
Exactly. And that's my next
exactly.
question. Sorry, were you saying something?
Yeah, exactly. And I thought, why not in Bengali? Because there were really no comedy creators in Bengal at that
In
time.
Bangla, true. And talking about that, that's my next question. That, as a fellow Bengali, I can totally relate to your content, and all your videos. But how do you decide that this was your zone? Because there's so many people who are creating different kind of content.
Yeah.
Was it because this is, who you are, you grew up with, it's easy to find content, or you found like a loophole in the system?
Obviously there are so many factors that have given to this Wonder Munna thing. I would tell you what. First of all, I was not getting a proper job in Kolkata when I came back. I wanted a job. Obviously, I wanted a soft thing, like comforting job, 9 to 5 job, but I was not getting one. Secondly, I really wanted to be that childhood Munna who used to do small skits, entertain people. That was always in my DNA, like from early childhood. Third, there was this loophole. Obviously, there was no Bengali creator, especially a woman. There was no woman creator. And I thought, why not make videos, comedy videos in Bengali? Because obviously, I don't know makeup, I don't know dancing, I'm not good looking. I can only make faces and make people laugh. So I was very confident in that. I was 100% confident that I will make people laugh with my comedy. So yeah, why not that?
So you picked out your niche as comedy, but that's a big risk considering the fact that you're limiting your audience one with the language Bangla. As a creator, content creator myself, I know this. And was that very risky? Because like I said, maybe back then there were not too many women out there, but today there are tons of women. But when you are in a niche, Jay, I'm going to
Hmm.
make only Bangla. I can't believe I just said
Hmm.
Jay. When you make only Bangla skits or comedy, doesn't it limit you? Isn't it risky?
Hmm. I would say, Bangla as a language is not a niche. Maybe it's regional, but it has a huge audience. Back then, there was not, obviously, because most of the people didn't have internet connection at their homes, or maybe mobile, something like that back in 2017. But early 2019, things changed very rapidly with
Correct.
Geo coming over, broadband connections having cheap connectivity like plans and everything. The Bangla audience is huge now. It's no more niche anymore. Like there's nothing called niche anymore. And Bangla comedy has a huge audience, yeah, but many creators are now coming up with different kind of content. For example, tech, beauty in Bengali language, and that's a great thing. But now, no, I really, obviously, I had a little worry when I started like making
Of
videos
course.
in Bengali, because many people suggested you can do in Hindi, but that's where I found that opportunity, because people
Right.
were not doing in Bengali.
Bangla,
And
correct.
so,
Okay, that's very interesting. And you've done so many videos. Like I was just looking at some right now, and I was like, oh, you should look at this. You should look at this. But please tell us, what is the most challenging video that you just couldn't wait to finish?
okay, then there are so many videos, but obviously every Durga Puja video, like, it's quite
And
close to my heart.
of
I'm
course,
sure
all of our hearts.
all of our hearts, Durga Puja is something that we crave for all over the year. Even I'm counting right now, even like when will Durga Puja come. So
Right.
as we say, even news channels have this 100 days for Durga Puja. So even I have that thing in my mind. Obviously you will know more than anyone. So yeah, so Durga Puja, every Durga Puja video, be it the one that went first viral, that
Correct.
was
Yes. And you didn't
people losing
expect it to
weight.
go that viral, actually.
Yeah, I didn't expect, but actually that's when I got to understand that there was a huge audience,
And a
potent
market for
audience
it.
that's waiting to get explored. So that's the thing. So every Durga Puja video, even this year also, I'm quite waiting for it, and I'm sure it would be the most challenging video ever. So yeah, I would share with you one incident.
Sure.
We got a mall, like a shopping mall to shoot, and we just had 2 hours, and within that 2 hours we got to shoot a complete chase sequence, because there is Munna who wants a dress and another customer also wants the same dress, and we are
Okay.
running after each other. And eventually the dress, we toned the dress, and the shopkeeper gets like starts running after us. That's the whole skit. But we just had 2 hours, and there were multiple shots that we wanted to
Okay.
get.
Yeah.
It's what it was quite challenging. First of all, getting
Okay.
the permission of the shopping mall was challenging. Everything was challenging for a small creator like me, obviously.
I've read this one interview where you had said that you're not meant for regular jobs, right? How many jobs did it take you to figure that out? That I'm not the person who needs like a 9 to 5 job or can't do a 9 to 5 job.
I guess 3 jobs.
Okay.
Right after right after class 12, like passing 12, I started a job. Okay. It was for a very short period of time, and after again graduation, I started again for a period of like for a period of time. I started job, because you know what, I always didn't like to like ask for money from my father or my
Right.
parents. I
And as
really felt
Bengali
very
women,
bad.
and Bengali women are generally very independent. So hear
Yeah,
us. Yes.
yeah, absolutely. And asking for money for, like, it used to, like, I didn't like it, so I always wanted to do some part-time job, freelancing work, and like that on that. But when I came back, like when I went to Delhi, and the 9 to 5 job was quite strenuous, like I didn't want to do it. Like somehow it was getting monotonous. Like first, the first month used to be very exciting, like new place, new friends, everything, that's nice. But after 2 months it started getting monotonous, the same desk, the same writing, the same 20 articles. I know many people love it, but I understood that I'm not meant for it. I'm
Right.
meant for making videos, like comedy videos, like making new content every day. I thought, yeah, that's where my calling. That's my calling, and
And how easy or hard has been your YouTube journey, in creating content, creating videos? How easy or hard it has been?
it's extremely hard.
Okay.
I have to tell you, because you know what happens when you start. And when I started, I was getting, like, I produced 2 3 viral videos immediately. Like once my Durga Puja viral video once my Durga Puja video went viral, right after that the 2 more videos went viral. Okay, fine. But after that, the setback came in, because no more videos were getting viral,
Huh.
nothing was happening, halchal was not going the way I expected it to be. So I was like, what's happening, what's going wrong? And that's when I felt maybe I won't make videos. For one day I thought, maybe I will not make videos, maybe I'm not working, maybe I'm not relatable anymore. I'm
Right.
not relevant anymore, something like that. But obviously, I didn't stop. I made up my mind that you have to do it. These are the most difficult things in every creator's life, not just me. The setbacks, the not getting views, the not being relevant, and not being able to make content that interests you and your audience. That's a big setback for every creator. And that was for me too. And the most challenging part is, don't watch and don't see your views, and just keep making your content. That's the most challenging part. And if you overcome that part, then everything becomes very easy. Yeah.
Talking about your audience, the people who are viewing your videos, who are commenting, a bunch of times. Actually, I've seen so many people comment on your videos. Do you get these "hello, let's be friendship" kind of hecklers? Do you get people who message, and you also get mean comments? Because I've seen not your videos, but I've seen so many YouTubers and Instagrammers get bashed online. Because people are hidden behind. They have just a username, and it's very easy to put their mind out. So do you have to deal with hecklers and these friendships?
Yeah, absolutely. Like during the early days, I used to get so much annoyed, like with the messages, texts, and comments. Oh my God. Right now, I don't look at those comments anymore, and I don't really care.
So you
Like,
don't respond. You don't respond to any of your viewers.
no, unless it's quite personal and quite like something that's very logical, I might respond to that.
So
Like you're
doesn't it?
being,
Sorry.
yeah. So, like for example, someone saying that why you are commenting about my facial things. That's okay. Maybe I'm not beautiful to them. I don't respond to them. But maybe something about my like mother or like father or my upbringing. Maybe that there I get a bit angry and somewhere I respond or something about that. But when it comes to my content, if someone says this is such a bad and worst video, I said okay, fine. I don't even
मत
respond
देखो.
negatively.
I
Yeah,
always say मत देखो.
मत देखो और
पसंद नहीं है मत देखो.
okay, maybe you don't like it, हो ही सकता है, because you, everyone cannot love you or
I
like you.
agree. True.
Yeah.
Okay. And since we're talking about you engaging with your viewers, do you regularly engage with your viewers, or you decide कि आज I'm going to respond to this person, like you said, because it's logical or it's more relatable? So you choose. You're not like constantly. Why am I asking this question? Is because you have like a relationship that you build with people who are viewing you. So does that affect your work? No.
Can you repeat that question again?
Sure. So what happens is, as an influencer, or somebody who's making content out there, it's so important to engage with your audience. A lot of people do that. They personally sit and go through all these comments. In fact, I was talking to Benny Deal a couple of weeks back, and he had some hilarious responses to people who have, commented about his work. So do you engage personally with all your viewers, or you decide, like you said, this person is interesting, or this is about my work? It's like that.
Obviously there are always some like love comments, yeah, love you Didi, something like that, love you Wonder Munna. Obviously I give like I respond to them as much as possible.
Right.
But obviously there are very constructive criticism on my content. I do try to reply to them, because they have taken a lot of their time to write something about my content,
Correct.
and that's a very constructive thing, and I always try to reply to them. Yeah, that's always in me. And yeah, I take out my time at least once a week or twice a week to reply to make most of the comments. But it's quite impossible, because I make videos on Instagram, there are 2 YouTube channels, there's Facebook. It's quite difficult.
But I have a question in regards to YouTube. You see, YouTube, it's a piece of cake if your content is, original and it's good. So what I wanted to ask you is about YouTube. See, YouTube is a piece of cake if your content is good, if it's fresh, if it's original, right? That's what sells. And we know that YouTube loves originality, but you have to be extremely regular, constantly creating content. So how regular are your videos, and how often does it come across as pressure creating so much content constantly?
I would describe myself as the most irregular content creator in the world.
Really?
really, because like when it comes to making long form videos, uh, when it comes to my main channel Wonder Munna, I try to come up with one video every month. Okay, and but
Month.
people one video every month. Yeah, and that's a big challenge. In fact, that's a huge challenge. Actually, the thing is, I have one more channel, this Munna Unplugged, where I make review videos on like reviewing products, food challenges, and everything.
Hmm.
And that there I'm very like it's a regular
Active.
thing. Yeah, quite active. But when it comes to Wonder Munna, it's very difficult because you have to come up with like original comedy content, hire actors, do uh, highly produced videos, hire camera persons, and it's very very difficult because it takes a 3-4 days ka pura timeline
True.
that you have to do. And editing group videos is the hardest thing ever.
Tell me
And
about it.
thanks to COVID and everything, it has become all the more difficult right now because my editors and like camera persons, they are not staying in Kolkata right now. They are staying in their own place that is not in Kolkata, obviously. So they have to come, they have to arrange. It's a quite a like a messy
Tedious
thing right
process.
now. Yeah,
Oh,
it's but when it comes to my other channels, it's quite easy. I have a setup ready, just lights on and I shoot. But making small reels and short videos is quite easy.
it is. You can
So
just do
I'm
it.
regular there. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm regular with that. No worries.
Okay, talking about these short videos, these reels, social media itself causes a lot of anxiety. I mean, science tells us about it, research has proven it. How does it affect you? How does it affect Indrani Biswas? Because considering that your job is not only about making new content, but also ensuring that people join and follow you. So, do you have a lot of stress, with the number games? Are you constantly thinking about content? I'll tell you why. Because as a presenter myself, even if I'm having a fun conversation and somebody just mentions that, I'm like, bro, ye to bahut acha content hai. We're constantly thinking of content. You become like that. So do you have
Absolutely.
yeah? So do you have
Absolutely.
this whole number game fiasco that you have to deal with, and the whole content creation?
I guess everyone does. Like everyone has this anxiety whenever they publish a video. Like the first 2 days are the most critical days because that's when your views are like either it's highway or that way. Anything will happen the
Right.
first 2 days, and you are constantly trying to think like what's going wrong, why it's not going up. There's this chart thing in analytics, you are always constantly going through it, but not replying to comments of audience, but always going through the analytics. That's what happens to every content creator. So yeah, that's a huge anxiety that used to happen a lot even 1 year back. But in the past 6 months, things have quite changed in me. Like for me, as a like a personal experience, I have as a person changed a lot. So I try to remain as calm as possible, thanks to maybe yoga, exercise, and everything. I'm quite calm right now. If it's not working, I don't think about it much. Maybe 2 days I think about it, but then ठीक है, chalo, forget it
Whatever.
and
They
move
cling
on.
the times. Okay.
Yeah, move on, move on.
And the numbers game, does it bother you how many K followers are people are following you, or does it's like whatever. So I've reached a benchmark, so it'll go upwards. Yeah.
Uh, it doesn't bother me much. The number is obviously not bothering much. But yeah, obviously I want the 1 million like play button,
True.
definitely. Quite close to it. So yeah, that obviously bothers me. So other than that, it doesn't bother me much. It's okay.
So since we're talking about the social media game, about you being an influencer and out there, the first question that anybody thinks of, I'm sure you had this question when you started off, about the earnings, right?
Hmm.
Because you're
Hmm.
making content to make money. At the end of the day, that's what works. So uh, I have heard a bunch of influencers who I know personally or have come to my show who've talked about how, internet earning, or especially from this channel, is very close to, an IT job, something that is very much like what we do, a 9 to 6 job. So is it on the likes of that, or it's upward or downward?
uh, Earning from AdSense is quite similar to like every creator more or less gets the same, but obviously if you are doing a niche thing, if you are going for like finance, if you are a finance creator, obviously your AdSense revenues are much higher than a comedy content creator. There are these things, these boundaries that always lie, because obviously finance related advertisers will obviously try and would select your videos. Like if you are making finance videos, try to put their ads on your videos. So
Right.
there's the difference that always lies, ad revenues. But for us comedy creators in general, all over the world, I guess the biggest revenue that we get from is promotions. I guess the like sponsored videos that we get from brands directly, especially in India, obviously, because our ad revenue is quite low compared to
Other.
US or UK or in other countries.
So you're saying
True.
that as much as an IT company employee, or for that matter, somebody in the media, the kind of money that they make is very similar to the money that you guys make, or is it more? That's pretty much what I want to know.
In the sense of ad revenues, if you're coming up with regular videos and everything, and your videos are around 1 million, 2 millions, obviously it's quite high. The ad revenue is quite high.
Okay, wonderful. So we know you're making money there. Okay, Very thanks for letting us know. Okay, tell me, this as an artist myself, there are days that I just, don't want to speak. I want to go under my blanket, be in my fetal position. All of us have those good and bad days. But how do you deal with that? Do you have days like that? I'm sure you do. How do you deal with that? You're like, आज नहीं करना है यार
Like
video, मुझे just छोड़ दो. I want to have my माज भात and do my thing.
obviously there are every day, like whenever there's a big shoot coming up, I have jitters. I have
Right.
to go wear makeup, wear the different kind of costumes and dresses, and then start the shooting and direct other actors. It's quite jittering. Like it's like the first day is always the worst day. The first day is always the worst day. You don't want to make videos. You are like, why did I started this career? Why this happened
I
to me?
true.
But once you start with the first shot, the second shot, things go very smooth. You are in the rhythm. You start doing your stuff, and you
So
are
good.
back in the show. Yeah.
Okay. I have a quick question for you, Indrani. What we're going to do is we're going to play the FFF. It's the fastest finger first. No, you don't get any
Oh,
ham. You don't get any
okay.
hamper if that's what the excitement was about.
No. I'm getting scared. I'm getting scared right now.
Okay. But it's
Fast.
going to be fun. Don't worry. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
An incident or person that changed your life.
My best friend, whom I call Thanos, he actually changed my life. So yeah.
Best friend, kind of. I like that response. Okay. Okay. Top three favorite YouTubers that you consume, or they're your absolute favorite.
Absolutely, I consume right now. Like these things always change,
Same.
but obviously, all the time I would consume videos of Liza Koshy. I love her a lot. Then there are videos of home decor videos. I can't name any particular one YouTuber, but there are thousands and thousands of them whom I all love, like whom I love a lot. And third, if you have to say, then I consume my own videos.
Okay, very smart answer. What is your favorite thing about the YouTube community?
Favorite thing about the YouTube community, it's quite diverse, and it's, I would say, because we have so many languages, the whole
And
YouTube
different things.
community. Yeah, but I have this thing for YouTube, like as a company, I have a lot of love for them, because I would tell you why. As a company, because they really pamper their creators a lot. So
Okay.
that's something I really love about them. So as a
All right.
community is very good, because they always promote healthy content creating environment atmosphere for all their creators. So as a whole, it's a quite nice people around.
All right, that's nice to know. Three things that we should know about you, because you see, Indrani, you're out there, you're constantly creating content about your life, what our Bengali parents are, which I just absolutely love. But what is it that we don't know about Wonder Munna, aka Indrani Biswas? Three things.
Three things: that I snore, first.
Okay, I
I have
love
a
the way you
bad
started.
snoring problem. Then I bite my nails a lot. Like I have this very bad thing that's going on right from the time I was a kid. I used to bite my nails, and my mother was not never able to get rid of this bad habit of mine. So I snore, I bite my nails, and then third, right?
What is
Third,
it that you love to
something
eat? What is it that you would just like binge on?
binge on dry fish, shutki, that we call
Oh,
in Bangla. I love dry fish.
I
Especially,
hate it.
yeah, yeah, you don't like it?
No.
I'm a Bangal, so I love it from the
Okay.
core of my like stomach, abdomen, whatever you would say. And especially what I like, and I think many people will find it very cringy that after I eat with the shutki bharta that we call, it's a bharta kind of thing, like shutki, like dry fish smashed and made into a bharta. And after that, when I'm finished with my lunch and everything meal, I start smelling my hand because I still get that shutki smell on my hand. That's
That's
so cringe.
hilarious.
I know it's so cringe, but I do it all the time because I still like reminiscing that I had shitki, something like
Stop
that.
it. Please. Oh my God. Okay. All right. I'm going to go into my next question. I have to be careful what to ask you next, but let's go to YouTube. Do you have any tips for anybody starting a new YouTube channel? What are the few things that you want to tell somebody who wants to be a content
I think not just on YouTube, maybe if you're starting anything on maybe on Instagram, on Facebook, content creation in short, you have to keep three things in mind. First of all, your content needs to be very good. Like it needs to be different, good. Even if you have, if you are making, even if you are making the same content, now we are always making the same kind of content.
similar?
It's not
Yes,
like Wonder Muna is making something unique, original, never have been made,
agree.
nothing like that.
True.
It's always we are making the same content in different packages, so your package has to have that definite uniqueness that defines you. So you have to have that, otherwise it won't work. It's
Right.
being, I'm being quite blatant about it, like it's a quite being blunt about it, that you won't make it if you don't have that uniqueness. Second, many people don't like concentrate on making good produced videos. For example,
Right.
they don't try to make the sound better or the video better, but
Quality of video. Yeah.
yeah, quality better. But even if you're not, if you even if you don't have a good camera right now, try to come up with a, try to buy a nice microphone, because sound is everything. You
Very
know better than anyone, Angira,
true.
that sound is everything when it comes to music making content. So yeah, your sound needs to be crystal clear. And third, regularity. Well, like you can be regular once you hit a certain benchmark.
Okay, I was
People
going to say
will
that.
forgive you then. Will forgive you then if you go lazy after a while. But when you're starting, you have to be very regular, just like a job, right? The first time you enter an
Oh
office,
yeah.
you have to be regular in the first 1 month, 2 months. Like, no taking any leave, no asking for leave from boss, because the first impression is the last impression.
True. True. Very well said. I like how you put it out. How much time do you spend on YouTube or just creating content every day? You said you make videos depending on which for forum, but how much time do you spend making content on an everyday basis? Like
Every
how
day,
many hours? How many hours are you clocking in? That's the corporate language.
so earlier I used to think about yeah, YouTube 24 hours a day,
But
because
then
everything
gradually
seems,
you, huh?
yeah, but gradually, in the past 1 year, I've stopped doing that, and I have given myself some time. I started giving myself some hours in the morning, some hours in the night, because that's very important. Because you
It is
cannot
very important.
push, yeah, you cannot push your mind beyond a like certain limit.
True,
You need
true,
to
true.
give yourself some time and understand what you want.
And that's how I think
And
fresh content even churns up in our heads. All right, I'm going to wrap this up with the last question. Even though I could go on and on chatting with you, I'm having a great time.
absolutely,
I hope you are as well.
yeah, I'm having a great time with you.
Thank you. Um, have you ever met a YouTuber in real life? Have you had that opportunity?
Yeah, obviously, I had that great opportunity to meet in 2019 YouTube Fan Fest. I got to meet Bhuvan Bam, Ashish Chanchalani in person, Lily Singh in person. I was like, I would tell you the
Whoa,
experience, what happened. I had no clue that Lily Singh will be in the Fan Fest. Like there was a creator camp going on, and I was one of the speakers in one creator camp. There were different sessions, and in one of the sessions, I was a speaker along with Slay Point. So I was due, and when I entered that creators room, that there's a separate space for all the speakers. I felt very special that day. Oh, I'm going as a speaker. So there I saw there was one lady, like a girl, sitting uh, at far with long hairs. First, I looked at her and was like, "Who is she? Is
she
she
looks
Lily Singh?
recognizable. Yeah.
Is she Lily Singh?" I looked like thoroughly and I saw that. Oh my God,
That's it.
this is Lily Singh. I still have getting this goosebumps. Just that like that day. Oh my God, I have this real goosebump because till that day I was only able to see her on the laptop on my mobile, and right now I'm
Sure.
seeing her in front of me sitting in person. I went to her. I was like, "Oh, Lily Singh, I'm your. I don't know what to say." And it was a huge moment for me. I really thank my partner manager back then that thanks to you I got to like interact with Lily Singh. I still have that video with me. It's so amazing. It was
That
an amazing experience.
that's wonderful, and I'm sure people who you look up to, you love their work. Meeting them is an altogether different experience. But meeting you has been a fabulous experience. I absolutely loved it. Thank you, Indrani, aka Munna. I'm going to call you that. Thank you so much for
Yeah,
joining us. And you've been an absolute pleasure. I hope to see you soon, really, in person when I'm in Kolkata or when you're in Bangalore. Please drop by. Just hit me up.
absolutely, absolutely. Angita, it has been a great conversation today. Really, I had a really bad start in the morning,
Same.
in the afternoon, and now still I was having a very bad thing going on with the vaccine and everything. But this conversation was quite refreshing. Hopefully, my night
Woohoo!
will be good. Yeah,
Okay, awesome. On that note, I'm going to wind up, you guys. I will come back next week with another guest, another celebrity in Angira's bathroom. You guys stay connected, like, share, comment this video, of course, and follow me on Instagram. I don't have so many 100K followers, but I'm still on Instagram. I am RJ Angira. You guys stay tuned. Keep watching our videos on our Red FM Bengaluru page, or you can find me on the radio Monday to Saturday, 2 to 5 on the Red Adda show. Until then, Super Hits 93.5 Red FM. 3, 2, 1.
बजाते
Bajate
रहो.
raho.
Red FM 93.5